for a free kick. He should concentrate on what's going on. There's Hollick picking up and kicking goalward. It's online. A chance for McLean. The back line. And it's a mark from Royce Hart. There's a free. It's a go. It's McLean. Richmond in front for the first time in the match, and the right time to be in front. 13 minutes into the final term. Good thinking there by Hart. McLean unattended in the goal square. Hart quick to realise this. Shot out the hand pass, and McLean from the turf got the goal that puts Richmond 6 points in front. 13 minutes gone, I would say, roughly 17 minutes left to play.
Interesting point on that one, Jack, was going back 60 yards, was big Peter Jones not pulling into chase, but stopping to argue with the umpire, and it could have cost the Blues. Towards centre half forward for Carlton, they fire, and a mark is taken by Boynich. Boynich at centre half back. Just on 14 minutes into the final term, and what a hectic term. It's the Tigers leading by 6 points as Boynich floats one up towards centre half forward. A simple mark dropped here, well backed up by Robertson. He's in trouble, he gets a hand pass across to O'Connell, he slips down, he goes, well backed up by Pennell. He's at centre half back, puts it up towards the half forward flank. It's been punched away here, back towards the centre wing position. They give chase in the hands of Hollick. He gets a hand pass across there to Cumming. The ball driven forward up towards the full forward area, 25 yards out in front of goal. White gets one, and he also gets the free kick.
Well, he deserves yards out from the Richmond goal. About to turn the Tigers out for scores. As you see, the Richmond 1 goal in front. The long kick from Waite coming down to Mackay. A beautiful mark for David Mackay. And a hand pass, that's strange thinking, picked up by Robertson. Out toward Lucas on the outer side wing area. It's Lucas and Walsh. Walsh tapping the ball in front. Lucas with the front berth now. Can't control it so far. He's picked it up. He swings back from the centre wing. He looks for Kennedy. Kennedy leaning toward the ball. The ball tricks in. The bounce was bad, but well played. Kennedy got it in now. A short pass comes unstuck to Walls. Walls straightens up. Here's Peter Jones in the goal square. Into the open goal. Jones, a goal. The score's a level once again at the 15-minute mark of the final term.
What a finish. It was the Carlton side at three-quarter time, leading by 13 points. Richmond fighting their way back at the 13-minute mark to take the Richmond side to a 6-point lead. And now, as Jack's already told you, Peter Jones slamming it through 15 and a half minutes into the final term, so the scores are tied. Oh, Jack, I tell you this, that the winner of this match has got a tremendous prize, and that's a rest next week.
Well, they'll certainly deserve it too, Frank. Mackay from the centre takes one from Nichols. Drives down toward the half-forward zone. It's Sheedy coming out. The ball in front of him. Kevin Sheedy drives with a long kick upfield. And Richmond into attack now. A hand pass toward Richardson. Richardson with the ball in front of him. Looks for a free kick. He'll have to get going. Hand passes it back. Dual punches the ball away toward Dixon. It's Richardson again with the ball. Sidesteps beautifully. A right foot kick upfield. It's a high one. They go high. Mackay pushed in the back. Will take the free kick.
The pressure off the Carlton defence for only a fraction as the ball's relayed back to David Mackay. 16 minutes into the final term. Mackay to take his kick some 30 yards out from the Richmond goal. He puts it up towards the half-back flank. The ball punched away. The ball onto the ground here. An opportunity for Highwood. He had the fumbles. He's been tackled by Keogh.
Good tackle.
The ball held to him, and it'll be umpire Ian Coates to bounce on Richmond's half-forward flank, some 85 yards out from their goal.
Scores level on 7 goals, 11:53 at the 16.5-minute mark of the final term. Gallagher tried to hook it in, picked up here and kicked around the boundary line. It could be over the boundary line, yes. Richmond's free kick will be taken by Highwood. Highwood on half-forward flank. He'll hurry the ball along. Here it comes now, the kick from Highwood. Up they go. The big men rise, and David Mackay has come well into the game since half-time. Looks for Robertson, finds him at half-back. Robertson not playing on, he does so now. Swings round on the left foot. It's down toward Kennedy. Kennedy at centre half forward. Should put the ball on, which he did. Good thinking. The ball with Walsh. Walsh now. That's Kennedy on the scene again. He's a battler, Kennedy. Picked up by Armstrong. Armstrong out of the pack. Snaps at goal. He's offline. Only 1 point, but it puts Carlton in front. Carlton in front. 17 minutes and 10 seconds into the final term. 7-12 to 7-11. That point kicked by Armstrong.
Boy, what a finish. Play going on now as Clay puts it back as we find Quirks coming on for Carlton up towards centre half-back position. Mackay got pushed it along. It's Jezelenko who's coming in. Sheedy throwing caution to the winds. Diving through, picked up by Armstrong. Kicked up in the direction of the goal square. They jostle down there. Jones has the ball punched away by Boynich. It goes here to Walls. He snaps it. It's the wrong side of the post. 1 point only. Oh, Carlton now on 7:13 to 55. Richmond on 7-11-53. Just 2 points of difference. 17 minutes and 50 seconds into the final quarter.
The Richmond fans praying for a goal now as Clay drives upfield. Nichols comes on the scene to spoil the pack, but play goes on. It's been kicked upfield. With a chance now. Half forward zone for Richmond as the juggle mark not paid. Play on to Corliss. Richardson kicks off the ground. Pace will be used here. The ball in no man's land. Hit a chance for McLean. He dummied a hand pass and still dummies a hand pass. Goes back to the wrong foot, now the right foot. He's caught. Got one to coming half forward. A short pass into the forward pocket. And the mark has been taken by Marty McMillan. McMillan, the player before the kick, the goal for Richmond. And now it's McMillan with a chance to put Richmond in front. They trail by 2 points at the 18.5-minute mark of the final term, where McMillan has already kicked 2 goals, coming in trying for 3. McMillan bobs up on the scene. It's on, it's good! It's a goal, I say. Yes, it's a goal. And Richmond in front. They've moved their score on now to be 4 points in front. And good football, Marty McMillan. From half-time, he has kicked 3 goals for the Tigers.
Yes, and he's been a valuable player for the Tigers because he's the Richmond forward line. Richmond only had one good player, that player being Barry Richardson. But of course, with Stewart going off, Sproul went to the centre, McMillan went to the half-forward flank, and the Richmond half-forward line, particularly with Hart coming back in order, starting to fire. Punched out here towards Ian Robertson. He's met there by Hollick. The ball out to where the ball is missed in the centre wing. A chance here for Francis Burke. The players going in desperately as Burke and Jezelenko have a real tug-of-war down there, and it's umpire Ian Coates to bounce. 19.5 minutes into the final quarter.
Can Carlton come back? That's the question being asked now as Peter Jones fumbles from the ruck. He kicks downfield. It's all Richmond. A good defensive mark. And the kick from Boynage coming back toward half forward for Richmond. At the back of the pack is Burke. Push the ball along. Coming on the scene is that danger man McMillan. He picks up. Spins out of trouble. Hand passes to Burke. Burke on half forward. Can't get a kick going. It's a hand pass toward Hollick. And Richardson. Richardson now well tackled. Got his kick to Hart. Hart trying to break clear. Does so. It's Hart going goalward. He kicks it goal, but he's offline. Only 1 point resulting, and Carlton can still come back. Carlton down now by 5 points. 5 points down at the 20-minute mark of the final term. Carlton need the goal to put them in front, but they're making heavy weather of it at present as Southby's about to kick in to the outer side.
A wobbling looking punt kick. It doesn't get much distance. It's been punched to the ground here. The ball trickles towards the boundary line, so it's a throw-in coming up some 45 yards out from the Tigers' goal. Still a long way to go yet. I would say approximately 8 or 9 minutes, so anyone's game. Perhaps the game going to the fitter side. Let's wait and see. The ball, chance here, the ball's been pushed along by Baum. He in turn is pushed along by Jones. Jones has given away the free kick, and Baum to take his shot out from only 45 yards out and just about dead in front.
Peter Jones still having a few words to say to umpire Ian Coates, but I think someone will be having a few words to say to Peter Jones before the day is out. Neil Baum with this shot for goal. Every chance of a score. There's the kick coming goalward now. It's drifting. It's 1 goal the difference now in the scores at VFL Park Waverley on the big replay from Channel 7. Carlton on 7-13-55 are now trailing Richmond by Richmond have the advantage of having the ball on their forward zone. Southby will be hoping that someone for Carlton can take this mark and get the ball out of here because he wants it as far away from the goals as possible.
It's about 60-yard kick. It's been punched away. Richmond playing well now. It is a shot here of Bartlett being held. Pushed to the back, but the decision is a holding the ball one. O'Connell's free kick. The ball being relayed back by Kevin Hall as O'Connell puts the short pass out towards the centre wing with the marks taken by Armstrong.
Armstrong half-back flank on the outer side looking for somewhere to go. It's a high kick to position. The pack forming up. Here they come now. Kennedy spoiling the pack and punching on once again. It's come to the back of the pack where Sheedy and Gallagher had the chance to get it. Sheedy wins out with a hand pass upfield. Another hand pass to Sheedy. And Sheedy shoots one upfield. And through Hollick, Richmond go forward again.
They wait for it down there. In they come, and a tremendously strong mark taken by Vin Waite. Well, Waite now at centre half back.
Oh, hand pass.
It's a hand pass to Southby. He's under pressure. Another hand pass coming up to get out of trouble. They could do it too as O'Connell goes for a run, tackled by McMillan, but the ball across towards Kevin Hall. Oh, they're fouling around, but Hall now from half back flank. A long kick up towards the half forward flank, and come on, Shetty! Oh, a great mark by Shetty.
Carlton going the long way to home, Frank. They're going round the outer side boundary line where those players who had the ball are good kicks. They should get the boot into it and get it moving. They're trailing at the 22, nearly 23-minute mark. They're trailing by a goal. As Sheedy drives them out once again. And the mark has been taken by Hart. Hart is a long way out from goal. Dool there. Hart lost his boot. He's kicking foot too, so this won't help his chances. He won't score. He couldn't score with a kick, but without a boot, he won't get much distance in the kick.
No, it's a 40-yard kick, dropping short. It favours Richardson, no! And Richardson at centre-half forward, only 50 yards out and naturally enough directly in front. Well, the Richmond side, Jack, finishing a little bit stronger than the Carlton side.
They look the fitter side so far, but Carlton are frittering away their chances, Frank, by silly handball on the back line, where big kicks win matches, not little hand passes and short kicks around the outer side boundary.
Richardson at centre-half forward, lining the ball up from some 50 yards out directly in front. Floating punt kick, it'll drop short into the square. The hands go up and the big hands of David Mackay bring it down.
Yeah, but I'm watching the time clock, 23 minutes and 50 seconds gone, and Carlton still trail by a goal, and they can't get the ball out of Richmond's forward zone. There's the kick from Mackay, a high one, in towards centre-half forward they go. The mark has been taken by Robertson. Robertson, another hand pass to Pennell. This isn't good football for a side that's supposed to be a premiership side. Armstrong picks up a high kick, a little one in toward Dool. He may have been outmarked by Bond. I'll wait and see. No, Dool will get the decision from umpire Coates. Another short, another hand pass coming up, and Pennell now getting the boot into the ball, driving down towards half forward. Kennedy can't take the mark. Lucas couldn't do much with it. Picked up by Hunt. He'll kick it as far as possible.
It's a 60-yarder up towards centre-half forward. Jones in front, comes down. Jones
Play on.
Bayon's a call. A hand pass across towards Dool. A short pass across towards the wing. It's too long, and the mark is taken there by Wayne Walsh.
Carlton still going around the boundary line as the time clock moves up toward the 25-minute mark. Carlton trailed by a goal, and Richmond doing all the attacking. The ball running dangerously close to the boundary line. Dool can't make it, and a throw-in will take place only about 50 to 60 yards around from the Richmond behind post. And Richmond's coach Tommy Hafey would do. The throw-in takes place. A hand pass finds Kevin Hall.
He boots it out towards the half-back flank. Burke in good position, can't find the pace to get to it on the full, and forces it over the line for a throw-in on Richmond's half-forward flank, some 80 yards out from goal.
Most of the quarters, the first three have gone roughly the 30-minute mark, so we can possibly anticipate roughly another 5 minutes.
McKellar and Jones do battle. It's tapped down here, pushed along here by Armstrong, trying to get the bounce. Finally does so, puts a high one up here where Boynich flies, and he's out of bounds. I think it's out of bounds on the full. It is, and Boynich will take the free kick.
The thought just crossed my mind, Frank. What would happen if Carlton got the goal and drew the match?
I'd have to play next week, Jack, so there you are.
Let it throw everything in the turmoil. Boynich now kicking up toward half forward. A high one, the pack rising high, and Richmond's mark. Play onto corners. Hollick picks up now.
No, he's played the mark. Played the mark.
He's possibly penalised the Richmond side in doing so. What do you think?
Well, he could have, but the ball's being called back, and the time clock ticking around. 26 minutes, 10 seconds into the final term, and as I see it, approximately 3 minutes left to play. One straight goal of difference, and for the quarter so far, Richmond have kicked 4-4 to Carlton's 1-3. Well, the players certainly tired. It's been a hard, fair, but tough, close checking game, and Richmond appearing to be the fitter side and certainly making their job a lot easier in the final quarter by going the long kick. Torpedo punt kick within 40 yards of goal. A big pack of players by. Comes out towards Pennell. Another hand pass comes up out towards the boundary line, and over goes the ball, and this throw in to take place some 45 yards out from the Tigers' goal.
Carlton playing into the hands of Richmond at this stage with hand passing and short kicks as Jones comes in. There's Jones and Baum doing battle. It comes to Keogh. He got out of trouble nicely. He gets a little run in again around the boundary line to Robertson. Robertson from half-back flank. A long kick this time down towards centre-half forward. But the mark has been taken by Rex Hunt of Richmond. Hunt steadying this side down now, going back and taking his time over the kick. 27 minutes gone, the final term, and Richmond in front by 6 points. A big kick by Rex Hunt. It's cleared the pack all right up toward half the forward pocket area. Pennell picks up, got a hand pass away under pressure toward Dool. Dool's long hand pass comes downfield. Hit a charge now as we see O'Connell caught by Bond. No, just got the kick in time and finds Lucas. Lucas going back, taking his time to move it on. There's the kick toward Robertson. Lacked the pace to get to it. It's Richmond again going into attack. A high kick towards centre half forward. Button under the ball, can't take the mark. The mark by Gallagher.
Carlton now changing tactics, coming across towards the stand side of the ground. They're going for Jesselenko. There he is, Jesselenko racing up towards Carlton's half-back flank. He spins round, puts the ball up towards half-forward flank. They're going for Mackay down there. They stretch. He can't bring it down. The ball on the ground. He recovers, can't control it. Here comes the Walls. He picks up from half-forward flank. Across now towards centre half-forward. It's anyone's go. The ball onto the ground. Sheedy desperate, works in there. Sheedy pushed in the back, and Sheedy to take the free kick. What a finish, 28 minutes and 20 seconds into the final term, and the ball in the hands of Kevin Sheedy, and the Richmond side leading by 6 points.
Here's the kick coming up from Sheedy on the members' side this time. A high kick up toward Pennell at the back of Richardson, punching the ball away. Highwood for Richmond coming on the scene, keeps it in play, but now a relieving kick going out of bounds, and Carlton's free kick, half-back flank on the members' side. Can Carlton get the kick? No, Highwood must have been out of bounds before he kicked that ball. We'll wait and see as the game unfolds. Mackay caught, gets a hurried kick away. It's high towards centre half forward. The mark to Lucas. No, Walsh spoils very well. Takes it away from Richmond. Walsh caught, we got the kick in. Kevin Hall's there. Been taken by O'Connell. The left foot from O'Connell coming down towards Sproul. Can't take it. Jesselenko weaves his way through. He's still got it. The hand pass out. A chance for Carlton. Lucas, a short one in toward Walls. Won't get it. Play on. There's a charge. Armstrong. It's a goal. They're level. The scores are level. 29 minutes and 20 seconds into the final quarter. The scores are level. And the 54,000 people at VFL Park, Waverley, they've gone hysterical. What's going anxious? One out there playing, one on the bench. Scores level. 29 minutes, 40 seconds gone. The ball coming back to umpire Coates. Here he goes now. Who'll win the match?
Any score will win it as up they go. Punched away here. Bartlett couldn't hang on to it. Pennell had a chance. It's taken here by Burke. He left foots it into the forward pocket. We're 60 yards out from Richmond's goal. O'Connell's there. Tapped down by Southby. Taken by O'Connell from half-back flank now towards half-forward flank. They wait for it down there on the mark. It's taken by Kennedy. He doesn't fool around. He plays on, puts it up towards the forward pocket. Nichols there. Taps it down. Armstrong's got it. The ball held to him. Clay hangs onto him. And the free kick goes to Dick Clay.
There was a chance there, a chance for Armstrong, just couldn't break clear. In desperation he tried, but he just couldn't get through. So now we see with the scores on 8-13 each, 61 points, 30 and a half minutes gone. This looks like a draw coming up. They play on centre wing on the outer side. Neither team with a chance to score at this stage. Gallagher comes out, hooks it back around toward Jesselenko. Jesselenko at half. The siren! The siren has sounded. It's a draw. Carlton and Richmond have drawn on 8 goals, 13, 61 points. So next week, the kick from Jesselenko after the siren won't score, and it's a draw. So next week we'll see these two great sides compete again, and what a game it will be.